Today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, bring you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, bring you comics news, and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. The summer of superheroes continues, and on this episode I'm paying tribute to the Amazon princess herself, Wonder Woman. Now, Wonder Woman was created by William Moulton Marston 80 years ago and made her debut in All-Star Comics number 8 in 1941. Now, she started out as a receptionist for the Justice Society, but then became a superhero soon after and has never looked back ever since. In addition to having her own book, she's also had her own TV show in which she was played by Linda Carter, and then even had even appeared in 4 movies and being played by Gal Gadot in Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Wonder Woman 1984 in that order. She is one of my favorite superheroes. Now keep in mind, I didn't say my favorite female superhero, I said one of my favorite superheroes, period. When it comes to superheroes, whether, no matter what gender, race, creed, or whatever, I don't discriminate. And this is a Wonder Woman Comic Hero tee, and if you would like a Wonder Woman Comic Hero tee for yourself, they're $17 on my website, IamTheComicHero.com. Alright, now at the end of this episode, I have a very, very important and earth-illuminating announcement that I want to make. Now keep in mind I said earth-illuminating. I didn't say earth-shattering, because I don't shatter the world. I brighten the world. Alright, I have that announcement later on at the show, but at the end of the show. But for now, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Alright, on last week's episode, I asked, what is the name of the mutant sentient island in which a majority of the mutants of the Marvel Universe currently resides? Well, the correct answer is Krakoa. And 13 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, their name's been entered in the drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is Lawrence Sando from Kettering, Northamptonshire. So congratulations, Lawrence. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a Wonder Woman question. In the pages of Wonder Woman, what relation is Nubia to Diana? Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. Alright, now Jesse Patrick from Weatherford, Texas has a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and this one features a member of both the Justice League and the Teen Titans, who is very beloved and made his debut more than 40 years ago, going up against a founding member of the Avengers and one of the most richest men in comics. And also, snobbiest men in comics, too. Representing DC, we have Cyborg. And representing Marvel, we have Iron Man. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call
The Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Cyborg versus Iron Man. Cyborg possesses genius-level intellect. His cybernetic enhancements grant him superhuman strength, speed, stamina, endurance and durability, advanced history systems and scanners, inbuilt weaponry including sonic cannon, flight, technopathy, self-regenerative systems, data manipulation, and generation of boom tubes. Iron Man is a proficient scientist and engineer who possesses genius-level intellect. With his armored suit, he possesses superhuman strength, speed, durability, agility, reflexes and senses, supersonic flight, energy repulsor and missile projection, and regenerative life support. Who will win? Normally, a lot of fights here on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown would start off with hand-to-hand combat. Not this one. Majority of this features weapons, and more weapons. Along the way, Iron Man would try to play dirty by making a technopathic link to Cyborg's enhancements. This proves to be unsuccessful because the latter has a firewall that not only protects him, but a built-in virus that attacks the hacker. Iron Man fails at combating the virus and becomes infected. Cyborg then gains control of Iron Man's suit of armor and ejects him from the suit. Stark tries to summon one of his other suits, but to no avail. Cyborg knew about Stark's other suits and infected them with the same virus prior to the fight. Stark tries to run away, but Cyborg catches him and ends the fight with a concussive headbutt. Cyborg wins, and that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Thank you, Jesse Patrick, for that fight. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll have another one for next week. Now it's time for Comically Speaking, so without further ado, let's talk comics! Alright, there are two things we're going to talk about in this segment of Comically Speaking. Here's the first. Now, apparently, the Immortal Hulk series is going to come to an end because there's going to be a new Hulk series coming later this year. And it's going to be written by Donny Cates with art by Ryan Ottley. Now, Donny Cates, has really evolutionized Venom. I mean, the stuff that he's done, whether it's the Venom series, whether it's Maximum Carnage, and then the King in Black. It is. My goodness. Cates has really been on it, and then also he had a run on Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, and Ryan Ottley, of course, has penciled books like Invincible and then The Amazing Spider-Man. At first, I kind of raised an eyebrow when I found out that these two were going to be start a new Hulk series, but then I thought about what Cates did with Venom, and again, as I just mentioned, Maximum Carnage and the King in Black, and then what Ottley has done on Invincible, with all the blood and gore that you see in that, is mostly coming from Omni-Man. I think it's going to be a great book. I really can't wait for it to come out, and I'm all in when it comes to that. All right, now the second thing is in a result of Cates ending his run on Venom, there's going to be a new Venom series that's going to be written by both Al Ewing and Ram V, with art by the amazing Brian Hitch. Now, Al Ewing pretty much somewhat redeemed the Marvel Universe after the dumpster fire that was Civil War II. The Immortal Hulk was was the only good thing that came out of that, and that book is pretty much a horror movie inside a comic. And then the art by Joe Bennett. Woo! Remember that commercial I did last year promoting the show where I used the bathroom, I started washing my hands? No, seriously, that book literally scares the crap out of me. But one thing about Al Ewing, I'm quite sure he's going to do probably the same thing with Venom. Now, Ram V is a writer that was with DC Comics for years. He has written books like Catwoman and then Justice League Dark. So I think he, putting his spin on it as well is really going to take Venom to even darker heights. And then Brian Hitch being on the book. Now, Hitch has penciled books like Justice League of America, JLA, and one of my favorite books that he penciled, Ultimates, which is when he did volumes 1 and 2. And let me tell you, I'm really looking forward to this book. You know, when you think about it, Marvel pretty much did a Freaky Friday in terms of the writers of Venom and Hulk, because you have Donny Cates going over from Venom to Hulk, and then you had Al Ewing going over from Hulk to Venom. And I'm like Bart Scott. I can't wait. I mean, November can't get here any faster. So, and that's exactly when the books are coming out. They're coming out in November. So, I'm all in on both. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. Let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
All right, first up is The Amazing Spider-Man number 67. Batman number 109. Batman Catwoman number 5. Cable number 9. Cable number 10. Crime Syndicate number 4. Green Lantern number 3. Hellions number 12. Heroes Reborn number 5. The Immortal Hulk number 47. Iron Man Annual number 1. Justice League number 62. Marauders number 21. The Next Batman Second Son number 3. Non-Stop Spider-Man number 3. Suicide Squad number 4. And finally, X-Force number 20. Alright, that's 17, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 10,643. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. And here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. In the pages of Wonder Woman, what relation is Nubia to Diana? Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Lawrence Sando from Kettering, Northamptonshire, who won a free tee on this week's episode. All right, there's a little change in pace with what shirt I'm going to wear in the coming episodes. All right, on next week's episode, I did say I was going to wear a Deadpool comic hero tee. I'm going to save that for the episode after. Next week, I'm going to wear a Black Panther comic hero tee. Now, there are two reasons I'm doing this. One, the Saturday, the next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday is Juneteenth, and I wanted to do something to observe that holiday, and then also show some love to Black Panther. Well, I found out that this year is Black Panther's and this is the second reason. This year is Black Panther's 55th anniversary. This character made his debut 55 years ago in Fantastic Four number 52 in 1966, and was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And along the way, he's been an Avenger. He's had quite a few miniseries. One in particular I really want to read is from 1974 when he takes down the Ku Klux Klan. And then along the way, he even had his own series. Finally had his own monthly series, and then had his own movie that came out 3 years ago. Very beloved character throughout Marvel, and so that's the shirt I'm wearing. Wakanda forever. All right, then the episode after that, I'm going to wear a Deadpool comic hero tee, and then the episode after that, which is episode 361, I'm going to wear a Captain America comic hero tee, for two reasons. Well, actually, three reasons. One, because the 4th of July is coming up right after I do that episode. Two, because this is the 80th anniversary of Captain America. And then three, in celebration of the new miniseries coming out called The United States of Captain America. Really all in on that miniseries. That's going to be a featured book. I'm going to try to make that a featured book on that episode. So tune into those episodes. All right, now here's the Earth illuminating announcement that I have. All right, now I did make the announcement a while back. I don't know if I did or not, but GeekCon is August 13th through the 15th at the Shreveport Convention Center in Shreveport, Louisiana. Gonna have a lot of great guests. Christopher McDonald, who played Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore, is gonna be there. Legendary wrestling manager Jimmy Hart is gonna be there one day. James Murray from Impractical Jokers is gonna be there. Lexi Ray, who played Morgan Stark in Avengers Endgame, is gonna be there. But guess who else is gonna be there? This guy. Folks, I'm going to be a vendor over at GeekCon, and I'm very excited about this. This is the second con that I've done. The first one was Geeks Along the River back in 2019, and I'm really looking forward to selling merch and meeting people. Of course, I'm going to sell comic hero tees. I'm also going to sell cups, car stickers, and I'm also going to what else am I going to sell? Cups, car stickers, t-shirts. There's really no telling what else I'm going to sell. But anyway, I'm going to be a guest there, and I'm going to be there all 3 days. So if you're watching this and you plan on being in the area, or if you live nearby, come on out. They're gonna have some great guests, great vendors. So support GeekCon. This con got started a few years ago. It's a compared to a lot of cons here in the States, it's one of the younger cons, and it's also one of the most exciting cons you could be part of. But yeah, come on out. It's gonna be fun. Oh, also, I'm gonna sell comic hero trucker hats. That's what I was thinking about, and I can't believe I forgot that, considering I just ordered some trucker hats. Well, anyway, GeekCon, August 15th at the Shreveport Convention Center in Shreveport, Louisiana. All I have to say, y'all come. All right, I'm Victor Noli on the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 359. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.